Yo. It's Monty.
What's good? It's Fari.
It's goodbye.
And we are the Not For Nothing podcast. Today we got a special guest.
We do.
Hey.
Jasmine in the building.
What's up?
We had her on our... Do y'all remember what the title was? It was on our...
It was one of our first 10 episodes.
When we first started out. First started out. So was that like a year ago? Something like
Most
that?
definitely.
It was definitely like 2020.
Yeah.
I think it was like 2020.
2020. All right, cool. Yep. Jasmine here. You want to tell the people about yourself, what you got going on? Anything you got to promote? Anything? I be seeing you be doing your modeling thing and stuff like that.
I'm always down to shoot. That's definitely a fact. My name is Jasmine. I am from Brooklyn. You can check out my Instagram, which is Jasmine, JASM3ANN. I'm always down to shoot, and I do have my brand that I'm revamping, so stay on the lookout for that.
That's gooch.
Nice.
All right, cool. Yo, do y'all see what's going on right now? Like
Putin and them niggas.
fucking Russia, Ukraine. Yeah, bro.
This nigga named Putin.
I don't know what this nigga's name is, bro. But we about to start, yo, bro. For all y'all ladies, I was like, yo, I wish. You remember when they was like, oh, how
Men should go back to
Yeah.
war.
I miss the times when men was out here getting shipped off to war.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got y'all wish,
got
bro.
y'all
We about
wish.
to, it's about to be like World War III
I don't know
now.
if that was everybody's wish.
They about to be bowling,
Yo, everybody.
throwing up when they nigga get shipped off
Exactly.
to fucking
Nah,
World
nigga.
War
Your
III, nigga.
mom.
That nigga Putin. What is this nigga name is, bro? What's talking greasy? Nigga said you will see consequences never seen before in history, bro, if you interfere with my shit. That's what that nigga said. He said it in Russian. So that shit sounded OD. Nigga like,
Yo, the Russians ain't nothing to fuck with, bro.
Bro, that shit sounded OD when he was saying. I was like, God damn.
Bro, I woke up to niggas just posting memes about it. I didn't even know until this morning, for real.
That shit real life scary, bro.
I didn't know until my drive here.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I
because
didn't-
you work.
I was
yeah,
working
yeah.
and shit, minding my business. And then
Bro.
niggas is in the chat, blowing up the chat like, oh, Russia about to start a world war, blah, blah, blah. Now the U.S. is sending like arms to Ukraine and stuff like that.
So basically what happened was in the 90s, Ukraine had promised America that they would give them all the nuclear weapons.
Okay.
In exchange for that, America was like, all right, well, if you do that, like, we'll always, like, be by your side. Like, we'll aid y'all on anything y'all need, or, like, if any conflict,
Yeah.
we'll be the first ones to respond.
Okay.
Putin, basically, it's some reign called the Kyiv whatever in Ukraine that, like, he said, like, for 8 years, a lot of bullshit was happening in Ukraine and they was treating people wrong. And Putin was like, I'm not fucking with that. I'm coming back and taking my shit. And that's why everybody's in conflict now, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's insane. So
Yeah,
these niggas, these Russian niggas went to the Ukraine and
Niggas really pulled up on him like, yo, I gotta go.
that's crazy.
Or like, you give my shit back. Give my piece of territory back or whatever.
I thought it
I
has
could be fucking up, but nah, it's
doesn't
something
it have to
do.
do something with like nuclear weapons? Bro, niggas
Something
make-
with weapons and some shit, bro.
Yeah,
It
bro.
It just seems like a mess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so.
What it is.
But Ukraine not
That we
even.
getting into.
Exactly.
They not even like Ukraine talking about. They like, yo, they could do that, but we not backing down. For me, Ukraine like we really about it,
How big is the Ukraine?
bro. Ukraine not that big.
Bro,
Not bigger
'cause
than
I know
Russia.
Because I know Russia is
Russia is huge, my
You feel
nigga.
me? I know.
Bro, Russia is like, isn't it bigger than
Yo,
the
bro,
U.S.?
look at this, bro.
Way bigger.
All of this.
Asia.
Yo, bro, all of that
Prussia.
is Russia, bro.
Yeah, Russia is wide as hell.
Remember, it was
Russia's
Prussia.
mad wide.
It was Prussia.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they broke it off. Russia big as
Exactly.
fuck.
That's OD, bro. And we about to help them Ukraine niggas?
Yeah. Because they gave us, they promised they would release their nuclear weapons.
Let me see something.
So like
We
in
got
the
nuclear
90s.
weapons from the aliens.
What? What you said, Chad? What? excuse me? No, stop. You
America's working with the aliens.
think so? You think aliens is real?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't doubt a lot of stuff
Mm-hmm.
because they only showing us what they want us to see, and then if you really think about it, like we're only on planet Earth. We got galaxies and universes
True.
and all that stuff. But if there is aliens, I don't know if y'all ever seen American Horror Story. If y'all haven't, I definitely say check in. They did something with like aliens and shit, and like the U.S. was like working with them, like literally signed documents, and they were allowed to take a certain amount of people to like experiment on for like nuclear weapons and shit like that.
That's
Now,
weird.
how true is it? I don't know, but I'm not gonna lie. If y'all look it up, everything like checks out.
Okay.
I OD believe there's aliens though.
Me too. There's no way.
There's no way that there's not.
Like, we not the only ones. I really.
They're probably among us. We just don't know.
I'm pretty sure that
they got reptiles.
Yeah, the white people.
Yeah, they don't, bro.
I agree.
My theory is, you already know
I
how
agree.
I feel about that, bro. They're not real people, but
Because y'all see
they'll
how
do anything with nuclear weapons.
you see how big this world is, right?
mm-hmm,
And then you have the solar system,
mm-hmm,
and then you have a galaxy,
mm-hmm.
and they're talking about there's like billions of galaxies or some shit like that.
Bro, makes no sense.
There's no way we're the only motherfuckers here.
Yeah, like
Impossible.
No way.
We barely know our own planet.
yeah, exactly.
It's impossible.
So that's definitely a fact.
Like, majority of the world is water.
We can't even get to certain.
Yeah, like
point.
70%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We only know, I forgot what percent is it?
Well, over water?
less than 20.
Yeah, like less than 20%.
Yeah.
We like the ocean we
Yeah.
discovered.
Yeah,
Less than 20%.
I love
because we could go but so deep.
Right.
So
And then the earth is mostly water. Like 70% water, something
yeah,
like that.
it's 70%. Well, I had seen some shit. It was like the Earth is 100% land, but it's also 70% water. Like, because underneath the water is land, which
Sediments,
is
rocks.
yeah, it's
sediments,
mad.
rocks.
Like underneath the water,
Mhm.
you feel me? It's rocks and shit.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's 100%, rock, but 70% water.
Well, the earth wouldn't be 100. If the earth was 100, well,
It
okay,
is.
I see what you're
Yeah,
saying.
exactly. It made
see what
sense
you're
when I
saying.
said it,
That-
but
okay.
when I read it, I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" But then I was like, "Okay, I guess."
Yeah, okay, I that makes sense. Point being, bro, I don't want no smoke with nobody, bro. I don't want no smoke in nobody's war, nobody's
Bro, the
nothing.
year just started.
It's
And we-
February.
Yeah,
It'll be March. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's about to be March.
the year
Last
really
year,
just started.
Yeah, definitely.
Why every year since like 2020, the year's been starting off kind of wild.
crazy. Like,
Cause
It's like season 3, bro.
changing the time on us
Bro,
and
facts.
all that extra shit. It's a lot.
they want us gone, bro.
Weather been weird.
Nah, we really
everything
in
been
a
weird.
They
sitcom.
want us gone. That's why
We
they're
really
trying to
in a
get into
sitcom.
this shit.
Every year starts off with a big ass plot.
Because 2020 is Corona.
2021,
2021,
just
wait,
mad deaths. Wait, no,
mad
was that
deaths.
2021?
But what year was it when they thought that was about to be World War III? It was
Oh, the
Trump,
nigga war,
Trump was in office. At
the
the
nigga
time.
war,
Nigga Navy.
the nigga navy.
Was that it?
Yeah,
What was that?
Wasn't that 2022?
I feel
Was
like
that-
I feel like that was like definitely 2021. I
think
don't
so?
know.
I
just
don't
be
remember.
I think that was like
But the nigga
2019.
navy was
memes.
peak
I
comedy.
keep up with everything with
2019.
Yeah, peak comedy was the nigga navy. No funny
Yeah,
shit.
bro.
Nah, that only happened because Trump had made a typo.
Yeah,
Oh,
Is that when Korea and shit like that?
I have
it
no
was
idea.
around that time.
I don't know.
It was around that
No.
time.
I don't know
need
shit.
to be in these.
Yeah, we don't need to be in no war, no nothing, bro. Let them handle that. But you just said that they had like an agreement or whatever. So what you looking up?
Bro, first of all, us three will be asked out because don't they ship off the oldest son?
Wait, time out.
At this point, they was.
It was 2020.
It was 2020.
Time out real quick. We were supposed to, when we turned 18, we were supposed to sign up for.
I don't know if that was mandatory or not.
Was that mandatory?
No, I don't think it's mandatory, but like if you want to, you can, but they'll draft you either
Yeah,
way.
they'll draft you regardless.
Oh,
Like, it doesn't
okay,
even matter.
okay.
Like, they'll come and tell you. Like,
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I think it's the firstborn son, right? The oldest son.
Really?
I think
That's
so.
fucked up,
Yeah,
'cause
all
I'm
three
the
of us.
oldest.
Yeah, all
Yeah,
three
I'm
of us
the
are asked out.
Yo,
I'm the
the
oldest.
nigga Navy shit actually happened in 2017.
What? What the fuck is what is the nigger navy?
They just made a typo.
He made a typo.
Oh,
Nigga said, what is a nigga Navy? A fact.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
crazy.
typo.
okay.
That
All
was
right, now,
2017.
I think it resurfaced.
Oh,
2020 type shit.
all right, now that's out the way, right?
Right.
There's this video on Twitter going around of this white person. It was this black girl. She was recording her and her friends. I don't know where they was going. They was going somewhere.
on a plane.
Yeah, and you know how girls, they be recording whatever they with their friends. They record like this. Right.
Right.
The lady next to her smacked her while she was recording, like I think in her face, because she thought
oh Lord.
that she was recording her. Mind you, she wasn't in
The video at all.
She wasn't in the video at all. It was until after she hit her, her friend caught her on camera, started recording her. So now the caption was like, "Yo, the way that y'all allow people to the way that y'all allow white people to hit y'all, I will be so fast to be on somebody's no-fly list."
Bro.
Do y'all agree with that?
I ain't gonna lie, son. I don't give a fuck. White person hit me. I'm really. I'm stabbing
There
you.
has to be some type of like, for me, procedure to see who's in the right and wrong. Because, like, why both of us got to be on the no-fly zone, bro? If you smack me and I retaliate, like, why put me?
Well, you're black, so they're going to put you anyway. But, like, I don't, like, my thing is we be letting white people get away with a lot of stuff.
Too much.
And, like, they make you look bad if you react. But that's the problem, and that's why we are so deep, like, as a fucking country to where we are. Like, they try to make you look bad. Like, no, be peaceful, be this and that. No, they need to get knocked the fuck upside their head,
like,
and they won't do it again.
I don't like, because, like, you know, they try to paint the narrative. Like, every time a black person do something that's, like, that's not peaceful, they try to be like, oh, look at Martin Luther King, how he, I killed that nigga. Like,
no.
like,
they know because Malcolm X was preaching the opposite of that, and they went after his ass too. Okay, so like my thing is like I said, they just be wanting us to be quiet and just be chill. And like, honestly, at the point that I'm at in 2022, I'm not gonna go back and forth with a white person over racial stuff. Like,
facts.
We've been past that stuff. And if you can't get past it, then they must have some mental issues.
They
really are like. They deep in their mental issues to hate somebody over skin color, can't sit around a person, can't eat around a person who's black, and, you know, they want to react like kids. And then when you knock them inside their head, they're like, oh, my God, why'd you do that? That shit don't make no sense. They got to get dealt with. So it's pure bullshit.
It's really centuries worth of, like, bigotry and racism. That's just, like,
deep-rooted.
That shit is literally, like, in their DNA now. Like, there's no coming back from it. My thing is, though, right? I fly a lot.
Yeah, to me, I feel just, that's what you're saying. Yeah,
I fly a lot, so it's like
you'd have to think about it.
I might have to think about it. Now, when this plane land, it's up.
Wait, but what if they take out before the
plane? Yeah, like, you know, miss a chance anyway.
I think they was in the air.
Oh, they was in the air.
They had to land the plane.
Oh yeah.
So wait, if you react, they put you on a no-fly.
I don't know how that whole thing works.
That's what I'm saying.
They'll probably put both of them.
Because if they put both of them, that's crazy.
How long does that
last?
That
would blow my.
Oh, once you're on the no-fly list, you cannot come off. You cannot fly
ever.
For real?
Exactly.
You think for real?
Wow. Looks like I'm taking a boat.
Wait, for real?
Bro. Yeah, I think no fly zone is ever. I don't think you can ever come off that shit. Let me see. I'm gonna Google it for y'all right now.
I'm not sure.
That's actually.
I think I'm put on the no-fly list.
What?
A professor told me. A professor told me that I was put on the no-fly list.
Really?
Yes.
When?
Bro, okay, I had a professor.
How old were you?
This is like 2019. Really? Bro. Okay, number one, what you call these niggas? Remember when the niggas came to my house?
Yes.
The feds, not the feds, though.
No, the fucking,
past the feds.
Fucking CIA, the fucking
FBI.
FBI.
Bro, they came to my house, bro.
Yes. I remember that
bro,
shit.
right? Like,
okay, hold on, backstory. You gotta tell the backstory.
Okay.
Yeah, like,
basically, I was on Twitter, and there was a Secretary of Education. Her name was, I forgot her name. Whatever her name was. I said she should be crucified, like put on a cross. And like I was, bro, they came to my house like, yo, are you Kebab Makasu? You live? I'm like, oh, motherfuckers supposed to have like 30 pages of meat on Twitter. Like, they're like, yo, like, did you really mean this? Like, do you really want to do? I'm like, no. Yo, I was shook. 7 a.m.
Oh yeah, I remember you told
7 a.m.
that
bro. They put me.
that.
One of my professors, like, she was like, oh, she just did a background check on me because we was cool. She was like, yo, like, you on the terrorist list and the no-fly list. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, like, he only told me, but not to tell nobody. I was like, what? Yeah, bro. And I asked Kevin, he's like, sometimes they do that. The government does that. But, like, that's crazy because, like, I flew.
You flew after that.
Yeah, I flew after
so
that.
So they said there may be a reasonable grounds or only suspicion, but it is enough for officials to keep the person blacklisted until proven he or she has no connection.
Got you. So that's probably what it was.
That's really fucked up because I see shit on Twitter all the time.
Bro, it be saying some wild shit.
Not even to get into some like deep shit, but I've seen like congressmen speak about congresswomen and like they
well, yeah. I think they just probably. I think they just discriminated.
Son.
Yeah,
they was all this nigga.
They talk about name and just was like, oh, it's up.
Yeah,
this nigga is a terrorist.
With
a turban.
They came to
don't make it worse.
My house quick, bro. I posted out like on a Tuesday, like it was a Thursday. I was about to go to work. My mom, I saw your hair, bro. My mom, like, these niggas like, yo, it's about to something. I'm like, yo. My mom was like, get up. I'm like, she was shook. I was shook. He was like,
I'd have been shook, bro.
Bro, I guarantee they looked at Kabah picture. Was like, yeah, this nigga. will kill some people. This nigga
crazy.
probably wears a turban on his days off. Like,
That still didn't answer my question.
What?
I don't know. Is that forever?
oh,
If
I
they
mean,
suspicious-
if they see that you have no connection to.
What the
And
fuck?
then the
they
second
mean?
part of it says, in some countries and in certain cases, the individual may not be released from the list even after the distrust no longer exists.
I wonder
Damn,
if it goes into
that's
like
crazy.
a trial kind of thing. That way they'll be like, oh, like you're on the list for 6 months. Like I wonder if it goes like that, or if it's just like, hey, you can never fly again.
That
I guess it depends on the offense.
Maybe.
That's OD if you can't
Because-
Well,
fly.
if it's just to knock a bitch out real quick and y'all gonna put me on for 3 months, I could do it.
I could do 3 months.
Yeah, I could do 3 minutes.
That's
Because
alright.
shit goes
I
about
could
like
even
that.
do. I could even do like
8 months.
6. Depends on what time I get on that no-fly zone. Because if it's in the
Yeah.
peak of the
From-
summer, I'll be sick.
That's
Like, yeah,
OD.
from like
I'll
maybe
be
like
sick.
September to like,
Nah, September's my birthday.
oh yeah, I'm dream. Okay, so what's after September? Like no, like December, November till
Like
April?
No,
As
like-
long as I ain't got
Oh,
nowhere
yeah.
to go.
Yeah.
That's
yeah, feel me? Like,
Wait, can you can go on cruises?
it's not.
Yeah, it's
you,
the-
still,
yeah.
you still have to fly to the port sometimes though. It
That's
depends because
true.
like if you go on a cruise and it say there's the Bahamas and other stuff, you might have to go to Puerto Rico.
Well, I just came from the cruise in October. It docked in Jersey.
Oh, that's wavy. I did not know they could do
Wavy,
that.
Yeah. Royal, they docked in Jersey
Okay, so
for the Bahamas. But sometimes you be having to go to like Miami.
Yeah, and Puerto
You
Rico
might have
and
to go
shit.
to,
Yeah.
like, yeah, facts. So if it's like 3-6 months, I could do the no-fly list. But if I can't fly no more,
That's I'm gonna have to turn the other cheek. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm not turning shit. I'm waiting until, bro, if we in the
Throw
air,
something.
when we land where we gotta land,
Yeah, and we're
Nah,
out the
yeah,
airport
come see
facility.
me after.
Yeah, I'm
and
out.
we're off the airport grounds and stuff like that,
If they try to escape, I'm following them.
OD.
If they try to run, catch a cab.
But
Catch-
don't get me wrong, though. Like, some of them be talking out their mouth, and I could let it rock for a certain amount because I could just talk too. Like, I'll talk right back. But the moment that she put her hands
Yeah,
on her,
that's
like, that
different.
switched it up.
Exactly,
That's-
exactly.
That shit is crazy.
Bro, the moment a finger goes in my face,
Yeah, like.
it's up.
Yeah,
It's up, nigga.
white people crazy.
A
and
broken
they do
finger,
that shit without
broken nose.
any consequences is coming their way. So it's like,
No,
oh,
word.
bitch, let me show you.
Bro, but you know what be at me weak when white people get mad? You ever see them shake a little bit? Like, they be
Maybe.
getting mad and they be like,
Like, nah,
you,
they,
like, that should be having me
I
crying,
really feel
son.
like they're different species because they just be on some nut shit. Like,
Like,
They
they mad,
really are.
the
uncoordinated
shit
once
that
they
be
get
mad
mad.
about, how they get mad, they act like kids. I seen some video. This lady was arguing with somebody in pink. She ran on the floor and she
Oh, yeah, I
just threw
seen
a
that.
tantrum.
Yeah, I seen
And
that.
she's like,
And the
"Don't
black lady
record
was just
me."
recording
Yeah,
her.
she just recorded her. She's like, stop recording me. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, it's like a whole species of different robots. They just malfunctioning.
And the white women are the worst because as soon as they notice like they in the wrong,
Cop.
they start crying, bro.
Yeah,
Bro,
They start
crying.
doing this crying
Yeah,
shit, start
yeah.
hyperventilating, bro.
Victim shit.
They trying to victimize them. Exactly.
Yeah.
They're trying to become the victim in the whole situation. Yeah,
That's
I
so
can't.
crazy. That's really weapon, son.
I
They
already
literally
cry-
weaponize their race. Like,
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I already laugh when I see people crying, so that would not make it any better. I'm having a show. I'm causing a whole scene now.
I have a question for y'all, and I feel like this might kind of hit on the head of something that you were gonna bring up. What do y'all feel we need to make a real change? Like, when we talk about Black history and stuff, we talk about like Malcolm X and Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks, and like, do we need one of those?
No.
Like, do we need that person to do it? Why? Or like you know what I mean? Like, they was practicing for sit-ins and stuff like that back in the day. They was ready to get, hoses on them and dogs on them and stuff. And I've been thinking lately, like, do we need somebody? Are we just too comfortable? Are our, like, Black celebrities too comfortable? They don't want to risk it? Like, what do y'all think it is or what we need?
Honestly, I just think like the white gaze and like trying to. I feel like a lot of Black people try to appease white people sometimes, especially in the high
100%.
ups.
Yeah.
It's like we don't need white people to run shit. Like we can just seclude ourselves,
Yeah.
Yes.
like how the Jewish people do
Yeah.
it.
Yes.
Yo, if we just live, if only Black people live, no white people around, you'll see how much more we thrive, bro.
in a go back to Africa kind of sense.
And like either like go back to Africa or like that ass create like
Money.
our own
It's
communities.
money.
Yeah, like
It's
circulation.
financial.
Yeah, everything. Like
Economics.
we
It's
don't
what
buy
they really
we don't
got
buy
power.
shit from Target. We buy everything black, like a black corner store, a black grocery store. Like we don't gotta feed into this bullshit.
It's funny you say that. You ever heard of Killer Mike? You know who Killer Mike
Yeah,
is?
I know about
Killer Mike is a rapper from Atlanta. So he went on this. It was Killer Mike. Yeah, it was. Cause I was thinking Dr. Umar, but it was Killer Mike. Killer Mike did like this challenge, right? I forgot how long he did it. Everything from his car, his cell phone, clothes, socks, shoes, everything he used was black owned, and he did it. I think it was for like a month. He was struggling.
Yeah.
He needed his own cell phone line. He needed his own. I think he couldn't even drive. I think he needed a bike. It was a black owned bike that he was on. Every piece of clothing he had was black owned. That's not the hard part.
Yeah.
Anything he ate had to be black owned. Any spices, any seasoning, it doesn't matter. Anything that he needed in life to use had to be black owned. And he said like, yo, like the fact that it was so hard.
It's crazy.
It's crazy because everything that we touch is either like made in China or it's white owned. It's everybody but us. But the fact that we hold all the resources.
Yo, that's what I'm saying, bro.
It's insane, bro.
Yo.
So to answer your question, right? I think, okay, so I agree with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have no problem us
building a gate.
I have no problem.
Around the whole fucking city.
I have no
For
problem.
real. This blacks only. I'm with that.
I'm actually for that. But if we want on a global scale, right? If we want everybody if we really want change, right? And we want everybody to see us as just equal. You don't have to be our friend, whatever. Just treat us like a human fucking being, right?
Right.
We didn't create race. White people created race, right?
Facts.
I think that, honestly, it takes them to be like, yo, we need white allies, right? We need white allies because we already know our worth. We already know we're human beings. We already know Black Lives Matter, right? But it's when them white people be like, they try to like and they try to like basically make it about them. They be like, no, all lives matter.
Right.
Obviously, but that's not what we're talking about.
Right.
We need white people. We need like them to we need them to be on our side. We need them to fight for us because the police is not gonna stop shooting us because they want to shoot us. They want to kill us.
Right.
It takes them who created this to break that cycle.
Which will never happen.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
because their money is way too tied. They're too powerful. They control what we eat, what we think, how we sleep. Every single thing is controlled by white men with money. So they'll never change anything for us because if that was the case, then Jim Crow would have been changed. All that stuff would have been changed because we've been fighting from the beginning. The only change that can happen comes from us. So yes, economically, we need to spend money, and it's not just about black-owned business, but let's create a black movie theater. Let's create just black-owned restaurant. Like we need black doctors, black doctors. Yeah. We need black banks. We need straight all of that stuff, and we also do not need to be arguing about who's better, Donald Trump or Biden, because at the end of the day, these white people are not for us.
Exactly.
It don't matter if they're on the other side of the party. They're still rich white people, which we will never be. And they don't have any intention of doing anything for us, no matter what they say, no matter what project they take a picture in, they don't care. So until we really just fight back, like, you feel me? Like, bring back the Black Panthers. Like, niggas really need to start getting in the streets and really, like, we not doing that.
You know what's mad funny, though? Without us, their businesses aren't really thriving.
That's
like
what I'm saying.
It's like our money is what's bringing them
the revenue.
Their revenue, their wealth.
100%.
For real.
And then another thing too that I feel like pushes us back even more is social media, because somebody can post an all black picture and put Black Lives Matter and feel like, oh well, I did my part for the day.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that does not do anything. So I feel like people do that stuff and they feel comfortable as like, oh, I did something, or like all that stuff. It's nothing. And like, we need to really be outside in the streets. Like, you feel me? I'll be outside in the streets for it. I don't care, because I don't want to live my life like this anymore, being controlled by white people.
Exactly.
I'm a person of the Lord.
It's funny. No. It's funny you say that, right? This social media thing, because it's like the way social media has programmed us to always like be on the next thing, like everything
is trendy.
Exactly.
Everything is trendy.
So it's like once something happened, and it's the fact that that's so crazy. It's the fact that we're so like desensitized to us dying.
Yeah.
It doesn't even like once we see it on a timeline. They be like, wow, that's so they be like, wow, that's so sad. Repost, go about their day, right?
Yeah.
It's always something new trending, so people are always moving past what just happened.
Yeah.
So they're never. How long did this whole outrage for George Floyd last? It lasted like
2 months, 3 months,
few months.
Yeah.
And then people started monetizing to say their name,
Bro,
and all that stuff. White people started monetizing
I'm
our
sorry,
shit.
all
right?
that shit is so whack to me. Like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. All that shit is so whack. All the movements, all them, like, them shits are so whack. Like, it's either people are going to be comfortable living the way we are because, like, my thing is, like I said, we always had these, like, prominent people. You had Rosa Parks. You had those people who were, like, in the forefront, like, running it. Nowadays, if you were to ask a celebrity or something to put on, like, they're not going to risk their money for it. They're not going to risk what they have. Like, people are not willing to risk shit anymore. And I feel like that's the difference between now and then. Yeah. We're a little bit more comfortable. Oh, okay, like, yeah, I got my Mary Jeans on. Like, I'm good. Like, I don't got to fight for Black Lives Matter. Like, you got to do it like greed. Like, people don't give a fuck about that shit because they're comfortable. They're comfortable behind their phones. Until people really are out in the streets and it's more than just riot. Like, I really mean, like, we need to be fighting and making our own government, our own laws, our own stuff. Like, we do not need white people. So all them hashtags, they could really shut that shit up. You feel me? Like, I don't put myself in none of that.
Do you think we could do that here? And do you think we can do that, what you're saying, where we are right now, like, physically, like, in the United States? You think we can make that happen?
I feel like we could do anything we want, but people are not here for it. Yeah. People are comfortable. People don't want to do that.
I think capitalism has too much a stronghold on us.
Yes.
Everybody want to be the next billionaire. Nobody's thinking about, like, shit that's going on. Everybody want to be rich.
Yeah, it's greed.
Comfortable.
Everybody's worried about themselves.
Worried about themselves, yeah, exactly.
So it's not really going.
How the hell do we get out of that mindset, though?
But it's mindsets that came from. So, like, the thing is like, there's a type of psychologist, like, generational, like, mindsets or some shit like that. And, like, I was reading this book, and it was talking about, like, a slave plantation and how the slaves were literally arguing about who had the better slave master. I feel like shit like that is still happening today.
Yeah, that's divide and conquer.
Because we do not see ourselves without them. And that's something that's going to take a while to break. Yeah. But it can happen if we just wake up and we say, fuck this. Like, people in other countries, like, their government does something, they go and they burn that fucking building down. Like, they don't give a fuck. France be fucking burning buildings down and all that shit. Like, they don't give a fuck. So I feel like we just be comfortable with it. We rather kill each other than, really, why don't we just kill these fucking people? I'm not going to promote that. I'm not going to promote that. But, like, why not just turn it the other way?
All of these niggas is old. Why we don't just wait till they die?
I don't want them to come for me.
Are you Jasmine?
Disclaimer, we are in no way infusing riots. We are in no way promoting violence. We are in no way
inciting.
Just read and educate and stand up and stop kneeling to these white people.
We are in no way promoting violence. Yes. What she said.
But I said what I said.
No, honestly. No, I was saying, I'm like, bro, all these niggas is old. Why don't somebody, for me?
Wait till they die.
Wait till they die
is crazy.
Bro, it's around the corner. Half of these niggas is a sneeze away from a fucking casket, bro.
Politics and shit, they are going to die out. They really are going to die out. And that kind of comes in with what you say about white allies.
Old white men, bro.
All their grandpas and their parents die the fuck out. Old ass. Like, they just gonna be tight. Yeah. By the time they die out, our allies and us will be the ones who will be in the office and all that extra shit. So there will be a time where a change, as long as they're educated themselves, the white people, and we go in the office one day together, we work together.
That's so crazy how, like, there are no black. How many black women judges are there? I don't think there are any.
There's one.
There's one?
Supreme Court. Hold on. I'll tell you right now.
I don't know. I be hearing stories about these black people in office. Some of them be coons.
Yeah, bro.
So I'm not going to lie to you. That's why I'm like, all of them just need to get erased and chopped the fuck out. Because, and even if that judge has the power to rule this or that, remember, behind that one person is how many other cabinets of people and stuff like that. Like, they never really get that one decision that they make it seem as if they get.
Whoever is in control of the fucking simulation, we need a hard reset.
Yeah.
Yes. A hard reset.
like
my fault.
No, you good.
In like the however many years we've had a fucking government, there's only been 70 black women as judges, bro.
Wow.
Think about it.
No, that's
we've
insane.
had a government for
since
500 years, maybe 5.
Since
if we go past Constitution, and then we go a little bit. It's probably like 400 something years. 70 black women.
That's insane.
I can't put it into perspective because I don't know how many white people.
Bro.
No, like I'm saying, like for me, I need to know like
Okay, I'm
pie
saying,
chart.
Okay, 70 black women. Okay, look at how much years it's been. So since when exactly did the 13 colonies turn into the United States? That was like 14 something, right?
Mad.
I don't know the fucking date. I'm not smart. I don't
1774.
Something
like
shit.
That.
So from then,
14 something is crazy.
I don't fucking know.
14, I think that was Shakespeare.
I don't know. Whatever, 17 something, right? I'm not smart. I'm smart. I just don't know dates.
Yeah.
So from then until 2022.
70. That's kind of crazy.
You see how long that is?
Yeah.
You see how long that is?
Yeah.
So it's like 70 black women.
And they probably weren't able to work out how they wanted to as well, too.
Yeah, exactly. Because then
they was just there for decoration.
Possibly. They probably didn't even have
A
say
voice,
over
yeah.
what they want, like, you know?
Shit, some of them probably agreed.
You think so?
I'm pretty sure
Well,
all of them were, righteous.
There's a lot of white black people who want to fit in with white people.
Bro,
That's what I'm
too much.
I'm pretty sure not every one of them was righteous.
Like, oh my God, those black people are ghetto. Bitch, you're still black to them. Like, that's another thing. I hate coons because they just be like, yes, let's follow the way of the whites. But it's like, you're still black to them. At the end of the day, you'll just always be a puppet. It doesn't matter. So it's like people who seek out white power. That's really
that's what I'm saying. Like, people want to be
coonish.
appeased by them white people, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like,
Weird.
and I always, you know what gets on my nerves the most? The people that be like, they worried about what the white people think, right? They be like, oh, you making us looking bad
For these white people.
Like, what the
who
fuck
cares?
you talking about?
Yeah, bro.
Like who actually cares?
Gives a
Like,
fuck. Word.
you can act any type of way, they're still gonna see you as another nigga. Like, it doesn't
That's
matter.
what I'm saying. Like,
Yep.
who are we trying to please and why? And
Wh-
why do you
and
feel
why?
like you need to please them?
Heavy on the why. Heavy on the
Why do
why.
you feel like that?
That's so crazy.
Okay, so now that's a perfect segue that you said that. So now my question is, right? Okay, we were just talking about how this is a white man-made society, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys feel like us, not specifically, maybe not us, because we're not like grown, full-ass adults yet,
Right.
Yeah.
but black men, right? Do you feel like we're paying the price for this white man-made patriarchal society? And the reason why I asked that, right, is because, like, I don't want to sound like another 20. Yeah, I don't want to sound like one of those people, but it's like, okay, because you see how back in the days, right, the guy would be the head of the household. They would pay for everything, and the woman would be in the house, right?
Yeah.
Now we literally can't do that. We literally can't do that, and then because the wages, we're not getting paid.
No, I get paid enough to do all that.
Especially in New York City. I don't think anywhere really. One man, a normal paying job back then, a man can have a normal paying job. He can pay for everything. You go feed, put
Put food on the table.
Clothes on your
One
back,
home
everything.
income.
Exactly, one home income. We literally can't do that anymore. Like, those days are done. So now you see how, like, people be like, okay, well, not people, mostly women, or maybe whoever is in their own, same sexual relation, whatever. Whoever is the more masculine presenting person, the other person will be like, okay, I want you to, you feel me? Like, if you want this, I need you to pay all my bills and right? A nigga literally can't do that on just a normal everyday dude.
Yeah.
Because not everybody can't be rich, right?
Yeah.
So a normal everyday dude, he can't do that. He wants to. Any nigga will want to. Like, I got a girl. I bring my bread
instinct.
in.
Yeah, it's instinct.
It's instinct, right? And any nigga will want to, go to work. Girl don't got to do nothing. She chill at home, whatever, take care of the kids, whatever.
Yeah.
Have the, they be like how the woman is the head of the household. She do her job at home.
Yeah.
Do you feel like men, black men specifically, do you think that we're paying for a white man's made
That's crazy.
patriarchal society? Patriarchal
I'm
system.
mad indifferent on that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm too.
You want to go first or?
Nah.
Okay. My thing is,
I'm still processing myself.
Maybe I might. We are kind of paying, I guess, in a sense, because like that house is how it's constructed or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But think there comes a time when you realize something is fucked up, and it's either you make an adjustment. I feel like, I'm not speaking for all black men, but I feel like there's a time you make an adjustment. So it's like, you know how you're supposed to be head of the household, but the standards that sometimes black men have for black women alone, not women,
right?
Black women,
yeah.
It's like, oh, you got to do this for me to do this, and there's that way of thinking. It kind of makes the patriarchy that was held, you kind of upholding it more. Because if you just treated your woman like she was equal to you, or not like you gotta do this, like she would probably be more understanding to be like, oh, I know he can't do this, so I'm gonna help out, and we're gonna do it as a unit. When you make it like, nah, if you want this, you gotta act this type of way, or you gotta act this type, like you gotta have this type of hair or whatever. It makes it harder for themselves to do it. So I think they kind of keep themselves there with the mindset they have, but that's not their fault that they have the mindset.
Yeah,
I get you.
I agree with you actually. I don't blame them for having the mindset. Honestly, like I feel like all things really. I want to blame it on white people, but it just
it always falls on them though.
But we always have the choice at the end of the day to be on the good side about it, be on the bad side, fix it, or add to it. That's really just what it is. I feel like, and then
So then I guess we are paying.
In a way.
I mean,
honestly, like I said, whatever comes from the hands of a white man, y'all gonna have to be paying for it somehow. Yeah. But it just really depends on if you guys indulge in that stuff. And it's crazy because I think you touched on something like that too with the man versus the woman. And
like gender roles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a very interesting topic.
we gonna get into that afterwards. Fari, what you think about that?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I might be slow.
Okay.
I might be mad slow, but the question has not processed in my brain yet. Like I know exactly the question you asked me, but in terms of giving you an answer, I swear to God, I have nothing. Like it's like I understand exactly what y'all talking about. I'm like, yeah, y'all got some good ass points. Niggas like, Far, are you ready? I'm like, hell fucking no, nigga. I don't know what the hell to contribute to. I don't know what to.
Okay, let me try to. Okay, so, all right. Basically, what I was saying was, I feel like people nowadays we understand that this is a patriarchy, right? But I feel like we are being held to the same standards as previous generations.
No, yeah, I feel this. I feel like whenever someone would tell me like, oh, this is like, on Twitter, the girls would be like, oh, niggas get mad about the system that they created. I'm like, first of all, it's not me. It's like, when I say me, I mean as speaking of black people, like it's not us. We didn't even create it at all.
Like,
but I feel like it's not your fault. It's not y'all fault. If anything, because we're all going through it, men and women that are black, we're all going through it. At the end of the day, based off the shit that they set up in a way. Though.
Yeah. So I be seeing that all the time. Like whenever there's like niggas that be like, oh, I hate that women expect me to have this type of income, and then they be like, oh, well, y'all the reason why it's this way. So why are you upset about it? And I'm like, well, for one.
Whoa.
You got somebody money.
Nah, but I'm like, for one, is like how you expect me to, conform to something that I didn't even say I was like, with. Like I didn't even say I was with all that. Like I just want, like, I would hope that, like, an example, how some people be like, if a nigga think I'm splitting bills with him, that argument. If niggas think I'm splitting bills with him, then he got another thing coming. I'm not splitting bills with no man. You should be the one that should be able to hold that down.
That's crazy.
That's the worst argument ever.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Everything stems. Damn. Like, I keep saying this. I feel like every time I say this shit, but I'm going to say it again. Like, bro, we're paying for it.
Yeah.
I thought about it, bro. Woman paying for it, too.
Yeah.
When they took us from Africa, right? Like I was telling y'all, like, we come from abundance. So we had food. We had water, fish,
we had everything.
grains. So it was no like, oh, the man didn't have to go out and get it and be like, see, I got it, so this is why I'm the head of the household. Everybody shared.
Everybody's getting it.
Everybody did everything together.
Part. Yeah.
But when the white people took us, niggas are savages, bro. They're fucking Vikings, bro. They kill for everything. They conquer everything. That's their way. When they took us here, that's what we learned.
And on top of that, it's like men were the ones who did the heavy. So it's like, you got to pay for this now. Like, you pay for this. You make your earning. You show that you're worth what I'm about to give you. Like,
basically, like, like when a man got to go on a hunt and a woman is a hunter and gatherer. So that was basically a fucking cold word for it. She ain't doing shit. hunter and gathering. Like niggas not surviving off berries, bro.
Mm-hmm.
We need meat. the men.
But I think everything should be a teamwork. And
it should.
And kind of hopping on like what you
It should.
said,
That's what I'm saying. Like it should.
I feel like a lot of these things are, it started by them, but a lot of these things are just heavily influenced off of social media too now. Too. Like they're creating these topics, like narratives. I'm not gonna lie, the whole who should pay for dinner first. I don't see white people doing that though. Bro. Like we're the only ones who be doing the bullshit. Like we pick up the scraps of the bullshit that they leave us, and then we argue with each other over it. Like exactly. Why are we doing that? You don't see that on a timeline. Oh, should a man pay first? I do not see white people argue about this. I don't see Asian. I don't see any type. I only see black people all the time. And it's like if y'all want to have a discussion, like let's put a whole bunch of topics in the thing and shake it up and pick one. Why are we always having that
the same recurring shit? Yeah.
Like if you like somebody, you'll do it for somebody, and if you like somebody, you do it vice versa. It should be 50-50 teamwork.
I think a lot of people are dead brainwashed to believe in like that is fact and anything else is not true. Like the ones that be like, okay, like you said, the ones like, oh, a man should pay for my date. A man should, do this. A man, like even though it's like natural instinct to want a man to be assertive, and it's natural instinct for a man to want to provide. But at the end of the day, it's like if you don't have that person, if you don't have that type of person, why is everything void? Like why is everything like it's that or nothing?
Keep up with a certain
the Joneses facts.
Certain lifestyle. Like I'm somebody who does for myself too, and I would expect the person that I'm fucking with to once in a while splurge on me too. Of
course.
Like especially if we start talking, that's how you court a woman. But if I'm dealing with somebody, I'm getting my man whatever he wants and whatever he likes, and he's getting money for his haircuts too, just because it's a 50-50, it's teamwork. So, like, I want to show you appreciation as well. Like, I just feel like, why does it always have to be a discussion? You like somebody, you do something for them. You don't like that person, you don't do it. And it's simple as that. Like
it's literally, it's literally
so
simple. As simple
see,
as that.
These discussions keep us from the real discussions, like, why are we being shot in the street?
And
why we can't.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, why do we only focus on stuff that we can just get out the way?
That's not even real.
But that's how they keep our minds busy over bullshit.
That's why they hate these men's podcasts, because that be the substance of their freaking.
Yo, you know what's crazy?
That be these niggas' substance on their podcast. What is the value of women? All this bullshit.
I was thinking about that the other day, bro. You know this? Like, you know how I said them podcasts get the traction all the time? Yo, if you really think about it, it's always negative.
Always.
But white people low-key control social media.
That they control everything.
So that's, of course, we're gonna see
they
that.
control the algorithm.
We're gonna see that the most negative people talking about.
That's what they want to like.
That's we're gonna attack,
and,
bro.
And
that's
sad.
crazy.
A lot of people eat it up. They eat it up. That's all they want to see. Are you wearing fake jewelry?
So it's by design.
Are you doing this? Are you doing? That's all they want to see.
Niggas going around with diamond tests.
Yeah, that's OD.
Who gives a fuck?
Smash your past. That's all they want. Like, like
how old
we got bigger problems in our lives.
We got way bigger problems, bro.
But they got us in this cage. They got us.
Yeah,
like they really do. And it's sad.
It's literally that simple.
Crabs in the bathroom. That's
Here's
crazy.
the correct answer.
Yeah. Oh.
Here's the correct answer to. It's what she said. Here's the correct answer to that whole. Should a man pay for dinner first? Yeah. Should a woman spend money on her man? Yo, bro, are you dealing with somebody that like you?
Yeah, bro. Yo, for real.
So are they using you?
That's what I'm saying. They just don't like you.
Yo, bro, do you like her?
Yeah.
Does she like you?
Does she like you?
Yeah, bro.
Because I guarantee, bro, I swear to God, if a girl likes you, they're not asking for that shit.
I swear to, like, me and a girl.
Or they'll be more understanding.
The same way like, I'm gonna be so real. They be like, niggas ain't shit, bitches ain't shit. Like, everybody ain't shit. That's just really what it is. Everybody got a little bit of them.
Everybody.
But me personally, like I said, if I'm fucking with somebody, I'm gonna get to know that person. They're gonna be trying to court me. I'm gonna be trying to court them too, because I want you to feel like confident in, I can fuck with her. I can make her my girl. One day I can make her my wife. So I don't want to just be, give me this, give me that, give me that. Because I could bring stuff to the table too. And then you have people who only see you as just a piece of meat. And it's like, no, I'm Jasmine and I can do this.
That's always the discussion or the question
like,
too. What do you bring to the table? What do women bring to the table?
What do you got? Like,
what table?
Where's the table
Why
coming from?
Why is there a table? Why are we in the kitchen? Like, where's this table? Why are we at a table talk?
You don't gotta be extra.
What do you bring to
the
the
table?
What the fuck is that?
Who made this table?
What happened with just meeting somebody and having fun?
Why do you even need to talk about it?
Like, exactly.
If you need to ask what I bring to the table, why are we here?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
You should see what I'm bringing to the table. The table shouldn't even be a thought.
I am the carpenter.
like, come on now.
Like, it's just bullshit.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
It's bullshit.
We gotta stop with those conversations. We gotta stop with that narrative, like just
no substance, bro.
Like, do we not, as Black people, offer more than just that?
Bro,
exactly.
facts.
Like,
and then you got people on like TikTok. You got like Black people talking about this bullshit, right? And then you got white people on TikTok fucking just copying other people's shit. And then that's how they go viral.
Yeah,
we
bro.
need to start gakekeeping.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro,
That's what I'm
gatekeep
saying.
everything.
Bro,
Literally.
we need to.
Like,
If it don't come with a bag, do not take my shit.
I be on Twitter and they be trying to use that lingo and people be correcting them. I'm like, no, let them
We
think
need
that.
no. You know what we need to do? We need to start
for
teaching
real.
them wrong shit.
Yeah.
You need to start teaching them wrong shit.
People was you know what had me so funny? What had me so funny? You know what had me so weak on Twitter, right? They basically had like a list of lingo, right? It was like, oh, dead ass, no cap, basically all the lingo, right? And it was just all wrong.
Yes, that's how it should be. That's how it should be.
The
Because
girls that get it, If you don't, it's not for you.
like,
Yeah.
because they take our stuff and then they look at us when we go through problems and they're like, okay, fuck y'all. But they want our music, they want our culture, they want our style.
Monetize, man.
Bro, they be
Like-
waiting. They be waiting with a pen and paper. Just like,
Like,
all right, what's the next
white
black man
girls
doing
never used
today?
to want a fat ass. Like when I watch Mean Girls and all those movies, they'll be like, "Oh my god, my ass is getting fat. Like I'm so fat. I'm so this. I'm so that." They want fat ass. They want big lips. They want edges. The extra baby hairs. They want the extra long nails.
It's so crazy
they
that
want that now.
it's so crazy that they want it now, but back in the days, it used to be shunned. Like
That's what
if
I'm
you
saying.
had it, it was like you were a class act.
And then like they make it a big deal when girls talk about like braids and stuff like that, but it's 'cause, like girls can't go to school because of this. They don't want you to have your afro out. So it's to see people who create these rules and now they're copying us. It's like why would I want to see that?
Because remember when fat asses was like a bad thing?
Yeah, like
Does this drink make my butt look big? And they hated that. Like you said, yes, it was.
DSL lips because she had big lips. Like
Right.
and
Yeah,
now
that's
they
crazy.
plumping their lips
Yeah,
up
lip
like
fillers
this big,
and
and it's
shit.
like y'all want to be us. Y'all just don't want our struggle.
Get
That's really
tans.
just what it is.
Exactly.
Getting tans is another thing. Spray tans or lotion tans,
And then
making their skin brown.
They look like that, and they get on TikTok and they make a video and they blow up, and then
Monetize.
it's like, what about the people who y'all stole this from?
Like, that's crazy.
They just-
Wow.
they steal everything.
That's insane. I literally had a point, but y'all were making so much good points.
That you forgot your point.
Forgot my point.
Well, you brought up the TikTok.
What I was gonna say, it was I could relate to that though because when I was younger, I feel like I told y'all this before, but when I was younger, I was like 8 maybe. I wanted to go to this elementary school in Manhattan, and I had dreadlocks at the time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They literally said, "Yo, you cannot come to this school with your hair. Like you have to cut your hair off."
That's so crazy.
I never forgot that shit, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
bro. You will never forget that, bro. For real.
Bro, you don't. Nah, but I have a funny story about something like that too. I went to a Catholic middle school, and I wanted braids I wanted braids for as long as I had my hair cut, and it wasn't until after I graduated I was able to. But in middle school, it was like I have a friend named Amoy. So we all went to the same middle school. So when I got there, I graduated elementary at 5th grade. Got there at 6th. Everybody knew each other from before that though. So I got there and they told me like, oh, you can't grow your hair because it needs to be clean cut, low, whatever. I'm looking at Amoy, and Amoy is gay, but at the time she was a tomboy, and I saw her and I didn't really know that she was a girl at the time. So I'm looking at Amoy. I'm like, what the fuck you mean we can't have braids? Amoy is right here with fucking braids, and I'm like, I was like, yo, that's a girl, bro. I'm
You
like,
know what that remind me of?
I won't even say
I
what
felt so bad. I
I'm
said
gonna
it to
say
her
what
face, and she was
happened
like, yo, I'm a
with me and
nigga.
Amoy.
I mean, I'm a girl.
You know what that remind me of? When who is that? I forgot who it was recording Bow Wow. And he was
I told you about the
Cootie. It was Cootie. Yeah. It was Kanye's videographer. He was recording Kanye. He was recording Bow Wow, and Bow Wow was like, man, young.
He was like, what a
He's like,
cute
look at
girl.
this cute little girl. She's so cute.
And in the background,
That's a nigga, man. Like, yeah. That shit was so funny.
But
Nah,
back to the money point. You will never forget something like that, bro.
I would never
Like,
forget
that's
some shit
crazy,
like
son.
that. And like it's crazy because back then, like big butts and all that stuff, like in shows, movies, they will shed like a bad light on it.
yeah.
Exactly.
So it's like, yo, how do black women feel now?
It's crazy.
Knowing that they're the blueprint,
They must need mad therapy.
but they don't even get the credit for being the blueprint.
It's men too, cause
It's
you
niggas
got
too.
them. I was scrolling on Instagram. I seen some little something. This 16-year-old white boy with guns and this and that. Like to be black, you have to be a thug. You have to be this and that. Like you feel me? Like they just want this. It's like they're cosplaying us. Like they're just like, let me just sag my pants and say, I don't know, 4PF and like like exactly. I'm black. Like you know what I mean? Like
because they don't gotta face the consequences.
It's so creepy, and it also makes me scared that not scared, but it just like why they be craving to say nigga too? Like they be making it seem like wow, why can't I say it? Y'all say it too, bitch. Y'all the one that called us that, and we just took it as what it is, and it's like. I be trying to understand, like, when I see Spanish people, white people, I'm like, so why don't y'all use y'all derogatory terms? Like, why don't you call each other crackers, wetback, spit? Like, why don't y'all call each other that?
But you know it's mad funny before we get into therapy? I'm kind of trying to get my thoughts back together because I low-key forgot in the middle of the conversation. But, oh, yeah. Another thing, inside the community, you know how it's, like, studs and, you know, dykes and the gay girls, when they dress like guys, they say that it's like subconsciously they dress like, you know, the thugs. They dress like the I want to say rough and whatever, but like, you know, the harder kind of like niggas instead of just dressing like a regular. Like, why is that the ideology behind it? Yeah. Why is that the preferred man that you want to, you know, if you're gonna be gay, like that you dress like the guys that have the guns and the hood niggas and da da da. Why do you choose that?
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it's probably to be taken more seriously, to really like, because I feel like a girl could be like, oh, I'm gay, and a nigga be like, I don't care, like you look good, like you feel me. I think it's just to make a nigga feel like you're looking at
that makes sense
in a way. I think it's really to protect themselves. Yeah, like nah, like I could do this shit too. Like I think that's really what it is. But when it comes to like out of race, it's just them. Like this is what they see. Like this is what I want to be.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it does.
All right, one more thing before we get into like this whole therapy thing.
Yeah, facts.
I notice a lot of Hispanics, right? Because you said like Hispanics and white people, why they don't talk to each other like that. I notice a lot of Hispanics. They love men. They love saying how, oh, I'm not black, right? Why are you still saying exactly? Yeah. Why are you still saying? Yo,
they ain't brother, son.
Why are you still saying nigga? You go out your way. You know how much Dominicans be like, yo, I'm not black.
Nah, a lot of them, bro.
Just like me.
I just read something. Sorry, Dominican Republic is building a wall for Haiti not to get in. Nobody from Haiti.
Bro, y'all share the island.
Y'all
are from the same island. It's not two different islands.
That shit is deep rooted, bro.
It is, and it's so sad. Like, why do you, bro? They're literally your brothers. Y'all all were born. Everybody on the island, I guarantee, came from the same ancestors.
You know. Dominicans are literally Haitians
that speak Spanish.
They were the first people to get fucking shipped to the
like we all in this shit together, but then again, they just want to pick and choose when they want to. You go to the Bronx, you go to Harlem, you go to Dykeman, whatever. You see Dominicans, and they just, oh, I'm not black. Like,
bro, they look just like us.
But you look just like you said something to be darker. Like I go to the hair salon, and I'm like, girl, your hair is a little nappier than mine. Like, you know me?
My barbershop is pure Dominicans. You know what I'm talking about? The one on Church in Linden.
Oh yeah, Linden. Yeah.
Pure Dominicans. Two of them niggas put in, you know, lock extensions now. And I'm like, y'all do all of this, but y'all wouldn't claim. Y'all want to. Everything that y'all have rooted back to your history, you do.
Bro.
You want to take advantage of, but you just don't want to say that you're black.
Our food is the same, Caribbean, Dominican, Spanish, whatever. Everything about us.
Our food is the same. We just call it two different things.
Yeah, like, it's weird. That's weird,
They just don't want to be ostracized. Like,
and they're ignorant.
Mind you, they get treated the fucking same.
And that's the thing too. Even Asians too, they be racist as fuck.
Oh,
white people look at y'all.
Asian people are almost the
most, and they talk shit about y'all too. And if anything, we supporting y'all. The beauty supply stores is owned by them. The nail salons are owned by them.
Chinese stores,
the Chinese food restaurants are owned by them. So they know to come and take money from us.
Exactly. Every corner got a Chinese store. Every corner got a nail salon. I be seeing Asian people take their spiky hair and fuzz it up to make it an afro.
But they do not fuck with us.
Or they dress like how we dressed back in like 05.
The streetwear they doing now.
Streetwear. Bro, the streetwear that Asian people wear is literally us in the 2000s.
Everything is us, bro.
It's funny.
Just not feeling us.
Like, come on.
It's funny you mention that, right? Mm-hmm. But they got a problem with us, black people, doing cosplay of like whatever anime. That's so crazy to me. Like you can take our, you got these Asians doing drill rap, all that shit, right? But y'all got a problem if my boy want to dress up like a character from, I don't know, like JoJo or like Naruto or like Demon Slayer or like whatever.
Because that's like watching SpongeBob and saying, I want to be SpongeBob for Halloween. Why I can't watch our shows too? Like, you feel me? Like, they just be straight, like, no blacks, no darkies.
And there's literally black people in anime.
But the thing is, think about it. It's deep-rooted racism because look at the black characters. In Dragon Ball Z, they have the caricature lips. They got some of them be having braids. Like they depict them so Piccolo is black, but look at how Piccolo.
Like
Piccolo is black.
Like
there was this anime I was watching, right? It was called The Promised Neverland, right? Y'all should see how they
depict
this black woman. It was this black woman in the anime. Y'all should just see, like, it was just. Crazy. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous, right?
Bro.
They made her super curvy. They basically made her look like puffs, right? Aunt Jemima in her 20s. They made her look like Aunt Jemima in her 20s. Crazy. You should see the lips, the faces that she would make in the anime. It was ridiculous.
They drag it. Make it dramatic.
It's a slap in the face too, because then they turn around and they're gonna pass some shit called Stop Asian Hate Bill, and we didn't get no bills passed for that long,
bro. That's
why the main one saying stop Asian hate.
That's crazy.
The main one.
And then they got a bill passed, and none of our bills.
We don't be going around doing shit to nobody. We don't do shit to nobody, and they be just this and that. Like, we don't be doing shit to nobody, but just try to live our lives and make it out the shit that we in. You feel me? But yet, somebody, a random bum on the street, can knock somebody in the head on the platforms, and they'll be like, "Oh my gosh, this was because they're Asian. This was because they're this. This was because
makes no that." Yeah, like, but then, like. The same thing happened to black people, and it's like,
and then just like, oh, what did he do to make that happen?
To make that happen,
like,
facts.
It's like, yo,
that's crazy. It really slap in the face, bro.
Like, what the fuck?
That's so sad.
So dealing with all that, that's why niggas need therapy, bro.
Niggas do need therapy.
Therapy.
How important is therapy?
Kabah's so proud of that segue.
That was a good segue, bro.
Kabah is so proud of that
segue. That was a good segue.
Let me remind y'all.
How important do y'all think that therapy is within the black community?
I think it's like 110% important, bro. And I'm not saying that like just so like you could deal with your own trauma. I'm just saying that to like really try to like, cause some people don't like themselves, bro. And it's deep rooted, and they probably don't even know why.
Yeah.
And it's like when you do therapy, it's like a breakthrough kind of, and you kind of figure out who you are as a human being. Forget black.
Yeah.
As a human being,
I think every human being should go to therapy. Yeah.
So I think, but then it helps even more because you're black and you gotta deal with so much bullshit in the world. So it's just like, who do you talk to?
And growing up in the black community, I feel like, especially my parents came from Haiti, so I'm first born here. They don't know anything about depression, ADHD, all these other things. So it's like you grow up and they tell you, oh, you're lazy, oh, this and that, oh, he can't do this, he can't focus. A lot of the times we have these problems that we just don't know or have any clue about. I do therapy every week on Thursday, so I just did therapy today. You feel me? I've done therapy for at least like 3 years, and it started with me just like being in college and losing friends. Like, it was a different stage in life to now where I do it just to keep up with my whole mind, like just being mindful and aware. Sometimes I'll have a conversation and I'll talk about it with my therapist, and I'm just like, damn, I could have said something different. Could have reacted different. Could have looked at that different. Yeah. It's just good to help on a good outlook, and it's good to talk to somebody who doesn't know you, because sometimes I'll tell my friends things and they're like, oh no, but you're good. Like, no, you're a bad bitch. Oh no, you're strong. And it's like, oh no, it's deeper than that.
Facts.
They just don't know. People don't know.
That's another thing too. It's crazy that you say that, because it just reminded me how a lot of us are first generation born.
Yeah.
You know, we're a lot of us are first generation born. So a lot of the problems that we have here, a lot of our parents can't connect to it because they don't grow up with those same problems. So it's like when they see like, oh, I used to do more than you. I used to take goats up the hill and like
that's true.
And like you ain't do half of what you ain't do half of what I did when I was growing. I'm like, yeah, but that does not define. That doesn't negate my problems just because I'm in a first world, country. So it's like just because you brought me to a better place does not have better problems. Like. So that just reminded me of that. And
they need therapy too, bro.
Bro, they need mad therapy. They have a lot of generational trauma.
They're stuck in their ways.
I kind of understand why. It's like, okay, like your mom, like somebody who came from like an immigrant or whatever, right? You come to this country for a better life, and you gotta deal with racism.
Yeah, Like,
shit
they
like
got other
this,
stuff to worry
shit
about.
like that, and then you gotta still provide for 3 children or
Yeah.
like it's a lot. They need therapy too. Everybody.
And
needs
all the
fucking
time, going to our next segue, even though we're gonna continue on this, a lot of us had a lot of the ones that were providing were, one parent compared to 2 parents.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Exactly.
Y'all on point with these segues today. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. I had a fire segue in my head.
I'm just.
you good,
No. I want.
Niggas
I'm
thought you
spread the
shine.
wealth. You feel me? We all eating today.
A lot of parents, they don't have that accessibility. So and then hurt people. And
Facts.
then, you fall into these ways and stuff like that. And that's why I do therapy, to make sure that I learn about my past. I'm focused on the present, and I'm aiming for the future.
Facts.
100%.
I think I need somebody to put me on to a therapist.
Yeah, I'm trying to get one.
But I want my therapist to be a black woman. I'm not gonna lie to you because
A woman?
a black woman, yeah.
Yeah,
I can't have no white
man.
therapist. I can't have no Asian therapist. I can't have that.
Yeah, because it's like it's like the ones that aren't rooted in our community or at least in our ethnicity, they try to. It's like they try to understand, but they really cannot.
They can't really
Black
As
guys
much as you
understand
try,
me.
they really do not
You
understand.
can't understand me. So why am I going to you to why all of this that I'm going through? This is systemic one, and this is generational.
Mm-hmm.
You have no idea what I'm going through. So how can you help me understand that?
Black got a black man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need a
Hit 'em up.
therapist. I've
been looking for a black woman too. I had found one. I got her trainee because she stopped working there. But I was looking for a black woman too. I was like, I need somebody to connect with and actually understand. Maybe that person's parent, maybe they're first generation here too. Like, I need somebody to really like.
I want both.
Yeah.
And
Both
at first,
perspectives is
I
good
was
to have.
not even that. Like, at first, I always wanted a black person, but then I thought about it more. A lot of people don't really know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if they could see what's going on, it might.
Yeah, that's
Like,
true.
oh shit, I didn't know you was dealing with that. But
Yeah.
I want both.
My mom, she has her therapist is a black man. But I want to find a therapist. I want to start going to therapy.
Yeah, me too,
seriously,
bro.
because, like,
It's worth it.
it is, yeah. Because like people, my whole life, people thought I was fine because I was in a 2-parent household, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they don't know what the fuck I was going through in that house, right?
That's crazy.
Like me and my dad, we don't have a relationship,
Right.
and me and my mom was like this,
Right.
but me and my dad. So my parents divorced, right?
Mhm.
My mom got with my now stepdad, Troy,
Okay.
and my dad is with some woman, right?
Mhm.
When I tell you, I be in my mom's house all the time as
Yeah.
much as I could be.
Of course.
Me and Troy, mad cool. I don't even know my pop's girl name. Like,
Oh, word.
I don't even know her name, bro. And she's there every day.
Hey.
Like, I don't talk to my dad.
Yeah, man.
And I feel like it's because how he was brought up, right?
Yeah.
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 My grandfather, he didn't have a relationship with my pops.
Yeah.
And then the way how my grandfather would treat my pops, he's Haitian.
Yeah.
They were in Haiti, like, you already know.
I'm
like,
Haitian. My dad
Zo.
is the exact same. I don't have to
Big
make sure my
Zo.
dad. We live with
Like-
each other. We live with each other. We walk past each other.
Damn. It's
Like-
like that.
It's
Walk
like
past
that.
each
Like,
other.
me and my dad, we would talk like whatever, like, hey dad, blah blah blah. Like, I remember one time I was having car trouble with my pops came through or whatever. But we don't have a relationship.
Yeah. Like, what's up, son? How you been?
Like we don't have I can't
That's
talk to
crazy.
my pops.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
yeah,
my
yeah.
dad just picked me up the other day, just to pick me up. That's
Right.
it. I got in the
Yeah,
car. Hey.
Exactly.
Thanks.
You know, it's
Like, that's it.
That's crazy.
and I low key want to talk about that because I kind of relate because I talk to my like I said, me and my mom are like this, but me and my dad are a little less. Me the same, almost the same exact way. But the funny thing is, my dad grew up a little bit opposite to your dad. My dad still has both of his parents together, celebrating anniversaries every marriage anniversary. And then when it comes down to me, I think what it is too, it depends on the parent that I guess. Whenever I hear my dad talk about his pain, and it sometimes comes out when he gets frustrated, not often because my dad doesn't talk a lot, but not often. But his mom wasn't the loving, caring kind of. So then I guess that trauma
It's passed
will
on.
That
trickle
all
down to
builds down. That all
it trickles down because I'm his oldest son, and I'm like, bro, I look just like you.
Nah, you does just like
I look just like you. I'm your oldest, and we don't even. And I be yearning for that shit.
Yeah.
You know,
So then when I think about it, I'm like, you and your dad are almost like this. I call him Daddy Lance. Daddy Lance be coming here and y'all be chopping up like y'all are best friends. I'm like, why the hell So it's like I feel like his relationship with his mom trickled down to him as a habit, and then also my dad has a lot of kids, so I feel like he can't get a chance to handle us one-on-one to build that same relationship. So it's like it's a lot of. So that's why I'm like, what you saying, Dad? Because I could be in the house with my dad. I'll be upstairs or I'll be on the game. He will sit right here. He's on his phone or watching TV.
And my dad wouldn't even know I'm in the crib, bro.
Bro, you know the funny thing is, someone told me this. I think that oftentimes the dads don't take on that responsibility because it's like the mother is already doing it. So it's like they just there for
both parents.
Yeah, they don't know that and they don't think about that. So it's like I feel like they kind of just be like, I'm doing what I need to do as a dad. Yeah. But they leave out that part. It's like I pick you up, I provide for you, I make sure you're safe. If you need to go to the hospital, I'm always there. Like my dad, if it's one thing I could say that's good about, and my dad is a great dad. Don't get me wrong. It's just that one part of it that I really do miss. That. Yeah.
The emotional part. That part matters.
So it's like I'm trying not to gain that. You feel me?
That stuff can affect relationships. Like. One thing I realized is I've always been in bad relationships. And, like, I'm the type of person, like I said, like, I go 50-50 with a nigga. I'm a lover girl. Like,
that's good. I'm happy to, I like to hear that.
I'm a Scorpio, October 29th.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
I like to hear that.
So, that's my birthday. No, yeah, I'm a lover girl.
I don't hear that often.
But I always get into, like, situations I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But then I realized that came from the relationship I have with my dad. And, like, you know, It's definitely a lot, but all that stuff builds up and breaks down. Like, I really had to break myself down. Like, damn, that could be a connection with this. Wow, that's something with this. Wow, I see my parents argue about that. Wow, like, you know what I mean? All those things matter.
So, you wasn't done?
No, I was going to say, like, they matter.
Yeah. You all grew up in a two-parent or?
Two-parent. I just recently became one-parent household. My mom moved out. I'm just with my pops right now.
You know what's crazy? I grew up in one-parent. Cause my dad left when I was like 8 months.
Yeah,
he cheated. Cool.
I grew up in a 2-parent up until I maybe like 4 or 5.
Oh, okay.
So right before I started elementary school, they broke up.
And I always thought it would be different with 2 parents. You grew up with 2 parents.
I had a 2-parent, but like me and my dad.
Hearing y'all speak is crazy because I'm like always thought it'd be different. Like okay, we got 2 parents.
Right, I did
and
too.
It's, like when I grew up, I grew up by myself. My mom really took care of me, but I had no like male figure.
Yeah.
But I did have male figures outside of like the household. Like if I went to church or I had friends.
Yeah.
So like after a time, I got old enough where it's like, you know what? I kind of father myself. I feel like I didn't need a father.
Yeah.
And now my dad's reaching out to me, but it's just like I'll reach out, but bro, I don't really. Like if I could not talk to my dad for like 5 months, bro, and I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
And it's not
because you already built. Yeah, you already just built that
really
tolerance.
Exactly. Yeah. But he's dead trying to reach out.
Yeah.
He'd be on the phone with me talking mad long, and I'd be like, I'm gonna come see you, but it's crazy. You know what's crazy? Like y'all both got me each other like half. I feel like you both got me each other halfway. Try.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like
100%.
You right, because like it's like, yo, all right, here's this just a quick analysis that I got, right? So I just recently became a one family household, right, for me, right? But the thing about it is my mom parents and my dad's parents, the whole literally my generation of cousins, we're the first to have just the one. Oh wow. Yeah, because it's like, granted, I had a 2-family household most of the time, but my mom and my mom on my mom's side, right? My grandparents were together my mom's whole life, right? And then they divorced, right? But my mom was grown when they divorced.
She was like probably old,
Bro, they got back together. They got married again. My dad's parents now, they never split up. Like it's just like it's I guess I don't know if it was a Caribbean thing or if it was just a Haitian thing. But my dad, even though my dad was doing my mom, treating her whatever, he didn't believe in divorce, right? My grandfather on my dad's side didn't believe in divorce. It's a Haitian thing, right? My grandfather on my dad's side, he didn't believe in divorce, so he didn't leave my grandma, right? My mom, she was in a 2-family household, but it was more like one because my grandfather was always in jail, right? So I'm kind of happy that my mom had it in herself to like basically realize like, yo, I can't treat my kid like this, right? But I wish my dad had that same realization too, because like even though me and my dad don't have a relationship at all, I wish we did.
Right.
Like who doesn't want
to? That's what I'm saying, bro.
So we need that father figure.
Exactly. So it's like my mom pretty much taught me how I should and shouldn't treat women, how I should and shouldn't treat my future children.
Yeah.
So I'm like taking upon myself from like right now, whenever I have a family or children, whatever, I'm gonna have that relationship with both my kids.
Yeah.
So I feel like I think I don't know what it is exactly, but I feel like we're in a good place because I feel like
facts.
I feel like we're in a good place because we have that like self-awareness.
Yeah,
yes,
facts,
and
bro.
that's important.
Yeah, that's one thing I could say about, like, I have a lot of praise for our generation, the way we handle things, but it's like we're the first generation to be conscious enough to make different things to start a better pattern for the next coming generations.
Do y'all know when y'all parents got married? Like, I was talking to my mom, my dad, they got married at 22.
Yeah, my mom was 19, my dad was 23.
So think about that,
I think
bro.
my parents got married after I was born.
My parents were never married.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
But when you know when they got together, like they was young?
Yeah, like 21.
Bro, think about that, bro. That's like getting married right now.
Yeah. Bro, when I was 20 and I be thinking about it all the time. I told my mom this like probably 2 days ago. I be thinking about this shit that they did.
Not my fault, bro.
No, I didn't hear you.
I said I think I would have probably cheated or something like, or find myself because, bro, married so young, have kids,
at that time,
and then it's like you gave your whole life away at 22.
Yeah.
My mom married for 20 years, bro. I think, and they married at 22.
Yeah, shit like that's OD. So I gotta wait.
That's
Me,
crazy.
Like, to have kids too, like I'm selfish. I don't want to share.
To piggyback on the money point, like self-awareness, bro. But since you're Caribbean, like you come from the Caribbean, you come here, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Meet somebody, income. I don't know what this shit be going on.
Sometimes too, they be like, it's like, it seems like they be marrying just to get somebody residency in the States.
Could be shit like that too, or
depending on something. For Haitian men, they just want what they want.
Yeah,
I think that's all men, to be honest,
I have too many half siblings. Which I love dearly, but yeah.
Nigga, I have a brother.
I don't have none.
I have 11.
I wish I did. No, I don't actually.
I got like 6.
I wish I had a younger brother sometimes, but not really.
She said
even if it was half.
I got a little brother here in Florida.
12 of us, bro.
Damn.
That's insane.
And I think, damn, I hate doing this because I gotta really think. All right, so it's me. Like I think it's like 3 share the same mother. And then I think another 2 share the same mother. And then everybody else is just single.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So I'm the only child for my mother, but I'm the oldest for my dad. So it's mad of us. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, there's a couple of us too.
I don't be jacking the half shit. I feel like that's a white construct.
Yeah.
Oh, like I said, brother. Yeah.
That's my brother.
Because
I heard the first time I heard, that's your half brother was in middle school, and I looked at him like, what the fuck you mean? That's my brother, nigga. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, that's my brother.
Yeah, that's not half
shit. I used
shit.
to say that when I was younger too.
That's my
half
brother.
People brought it up, but like me, especially with
my dad ain't raised us like
my
that.
My brothers, that's my brother, that's my sister. Yeah. Like that's my blood.
Yeah.
I think for the most part, I don't think black people really be like that whole half.
Yeah, that half
no
shit. That's a white thing.
Yeah,
shit,
exactly.
We call everybody cousin and everything, so it's like
I call everybody cousin, auntie, even if they not my auntie.
Yeah, facts.
They like my godmother, I be like auntie. If they not if they just my mom's cousin, that's auntie. Like
shit, they been around the crib, that's
auntie.
That's that deep rooted in slavery.
What?
That relation?
Like you know, you
half one of the relations.
Call everybody auntie and stuff.
Yeah, okay.
You never know who
Yeah, because it takes a village, so you might as well get acquainted with.
And like, if the slave masters was to break somebody apart and put them in their blood, that's your auntie. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy that you said that though. Because my mom was 19, right, when she got married.
Look at
but
that.
my mom always told me like she literally wanted me. Then I don't know if she was lying.
Bro, my mom says the same. I feel like we live the same life sometimes.
You think so?
Bro, every conversation I have with mommy, we both have the same experiences. You know what's mad funny? We're both the oldest, same age, same month.
Yeah.
Your sister is how old? I think we have a sister the same exact age. When was she born?
She was born in 2012.
Yeah. And how old is she?
She's, what the fuck is that?
Like 12?
What is that, 12? No, 11. What? 2012, 2020. Wait.
10? What the fuck?
She was born in 2009.
Yeah, I'm like, that would be 10.
Yeah, she was born in 2009. She was born in 2009. What is
that's like what, 13?
11?
13.
Yo, bro, all
13,
I know.
13.
Yeah, that's 13.
13.
I have a 13-year-old sister.
12?
13, 12.
She's turning 13 this year.
Yeah, she's turning. Bro, I have a sister that,
Wow.
same exact thing.
That's crazy.
Keone, same exact.
That's
I forgot
crazy.
when she was born.
How old is? Oh no, your brother's 16. My brother is 21.
Oh, okay.
He's turning 21 this year.
Oh, you have a brother? Mm-hmm. Oh, shit, I didn't know
Florida.
that. Oh, okay.
My pop's side.
Oh.
Yeah.
My fault. What you saying though?
Oh no, I was just saying that like my mom.
Oh yeah,
about
saying that how she wanted.
She was saying how she wanted me at that young age.
My mom. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. My mom. My parents. All right, so my parents had one before me, but I think he died at birth.
Rest in peace.
And they was like 1920. But then they was like we wanted him, but we willingly made a choice to have another one.
I think it was a different time.
Yes, bro.
Like shit wasn't as hard.
My parents were like childhood sweethearts. Like they had the fairy tale. Like if they were married now, they would have had a fairy tale life. I swear to God, they was with each other. Their parents were cool because St. Vincent. I'm from St. Vincent.
Oh really?
Yeah. So that island is very small. So it's like every little section has their own last name.
That's
kind
crazy.
of shit. So it's like my grandparents lived down the block from each other. So then they had kids at the same time. So my dad is like a few months older than my mom. They was close. My mom, they grew up together. And then it's like they came to New York. My dad came first, then my mom came. And then it's like they was together on and off and boyfriend and girlfriend. Then they was like, okay, my mom was like, yeah, this is who I want to spend the rest of my life with. Had my brother. Didn't happen, had me. They was like, bro, we really planned this. Like my mom was like, I had my whole life planned out with this man. I'm like, how?
I feel like there wasn't stuff to do back then.
That's
like nowadays, like everybody trying to run a business, everybody trying to do this. We on social media, we move, we travel.
It's
like,
mad.
We outside
It's mad
with
circumstantial
it. Like,
shit.
My
mom, she like her stepfather kicked out. I think she was adopted, so her adopted mother died. Stepfather kicked out. She met my father. It's a circumstance like they fuck each other, and then it's like, all right, whatever. This is the thing I don't fuck with. Like,
so when I hear what Monty say, I'm like, wow, that's the same shit she tells me because I thought if I was an accident, and she was like, nah,
I wasn't an accident.
I feel like my mom, so my dad was putting my mom through all of this, like he was cheating and stuff like that. But my mom felt like she needed to stay because of me.
That's always the case,
bro. At a young age, I will never forget. Like this is very traumatizing to me, right? So my mom was tired of my pop's bullshit, right? She went out with one of her friends or something like that. He was like, yo, do not go out. Like, you cannot go out, right? My mom was like, fuck out of here. She's going out. I'm like 8, 9. I don't know how old. I was young. My mom leaves the house, right? Pops lock the door, lock her out. Couldn't get in, right? Bolt the door, all of that. My mom come home, probably like 2 in the morning. She was like, yo, Imani, open the door. I'm about to open the door. He was like, Imani, you better not open that door. So my mom is pleading to me like, yo, Imani, open the door. I want to open the door, but my pops is right here, and I'm scared of my pops, so I can't open the door, right? So I'm just standing there crying, don't know what the fuck to do, right?
Man, that's OD.
So then my mom was like, yo, it's okay. She went in the car, went to my grandmother's house, right? Ever since that day, literally, ever since that day, I've been telling my mom, yo, leave this nigga, leave this nigga, leave this nigga. Up until high school, I was like, yo,
because you're aware. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. I was like, yo, you do not have to stay with this nigga. I hated my dad for a while.
Yeah, because of that.
How he was treating my mom. So I was like, yo, just leave him. Like, I'll come with you. We don't got to be with this nigga.
Yeah.
My mom wasn't there financially at the time.
Yeah, it really be like, it really be that, bro.
My pops was, he's in the construction business, so he was making his bread.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So she's like, fuck out of here. I was with you this whole time. I'm not about to leave. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then my pops had my sister out of, basically, I feel like my dad had my sister because my mom wanted a girl. She wanted me. She wanted my sister. She wanted one of each, right?
Yeah.
My dad didn't want no more children after my brother because he be out here paying child support. Blah, blah, blah. He ain't want no more children, right? So he had a kid just out of like
an apology,
not spite, but out of, I guess, because he knew.
Yeah.
He was fucking over so long. He had a sister, right?
Out of guilt.
Out of guilt, maybe, possibly, maybe.
Probably. Yeah.
Okay.
I see how my dad. So I told you how me and my dad don't got a relationship. Me and my sister. I love my sister. My sister and my dad don't got a relationship. It's to the point where, like, bro, this is what I be saying. I don't know if this is a Haitian thing or whatnot, but my dad would really just. My sister would be in the house.
I come like from she is a ghost.
She'd be like, yo, I'm hungry. I'd be like, yo, what do you mean? Like,
what do you mean you hungry? Like, bro, facts.
Like, what are you talking about? Like, yo, my pops, like, he would really just, and he wouldn't do it on purpose.
Yeah, also.
He just wouldn't.
That's not my
care to even initiate, like, yo, are you hungry?
My dad is just being like, I think it's just, the time and like just growing
it's
up
a background
out of that time. Like during, you just had to be there. Like my dad he had like 6 sisters. He was the only, son, and he just had to just do it. And I guess it's just like, fuck it. I feel like a lot of men just feel like, oh, your mom got the emotional shit. That's just what it is.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what I'm saying.
You need it from both parents. And sometimes, like, there's father figures. Like, I have my uncle, he's amazing and all that, but it's not my dad.
Yeah,
women carry a lot of the, if you was to ask if you could ask your mom could recite, I guarantee you, all your best friends.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you was to ask your dad, like, okay, who's my best friend? I don't think.
That boy.
Yeah.
Like, I had a package come in and told my dad to, like, watch out for the bell. I was there, and he was just on the couch. He didn't get up for the bell. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, okay, like, at this point, and just going back on what you were saying, like, I just had to deal with it. Like, that's just what it is. I realized our connection is just not there, and it may fuck up, like, past relationships and shit I had, but I had to adapt, and I just got to know myself and just keep it pushing. I don't think it's something I'm going to try to fight for or whatever. I already know who I am now. So it's just like, I don't need it. I don't need it. The back and forth, the in and out is not needed.
I wouldn't, now that I'm older, I wouldn't say I don't need it. It's just like, I've been okay without it, and I can just be okay.
Adapt.
But I've had friends, like I had an old friend Essence, and then I have my best friend Sydney. They both kind of had the same situation where they didn't have their dads, but their dads, same thing. Like you started reaching out to them at a late age. And Sydney now she's older than us. She's like, I think she's like a year and some change. She's now opening up to her dad. So I'm like, it comes with time. And when I was friends with Essence, I think her dad lived in North Carolina, which is where Sydney mom stays. So when we went to North Carolina, her dad was just reaching out to text her like, when are you gonna? So me and Sydney was like encouraging, like, yo, it comes to a time and you don't know what it will bring. Just at least feel it out. At least let the energy give what it gives. And if he's not, then you could decipher for yourself if you want to move forward with the relationship. But at least put your toe in the water.
Toe in the water for me. Like,
so
try.
I think people just don't want to get disappointed because that shit does hurt.
Yeah, it would. It would hurt immensely if it's not exactly.
Especially to put your pride aside and like, all right, like especially when you build yourself up, you have to lower yourself for somebody, and then they bring you down. It's like, all right, now I'm at the bottom because like you feel me, like.
You know what? You know what it is too. When I saw both of their experiences, because I was there for both of their experiences, seeing that parent that they wanted to have a relationship for so long, it's like seeing an inner child come out.
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying.
There's that inner child. We all got an inner child.
So when I see their face, seeing their when I saw Essence's face, seeing her, because we was all in the car waiting, because I think I drove or Sydney drove to her dad, and we're waiting in the car. Essence was like, I don't want to park in front of his house. Go down the block. So when he's ready, So we see, and then she got like she got 2 half brothers and 1 half sister. Not telling her business, but she got 2 half brothers and 1 half sister. And then we saw the kids running, like, oh my God, my sister. And then we saw the dad, like, oh my God, my daughter, like my first. And I seen her like light up, but she was also like timid, but she was lighting up. And then Sydney at the time was like, oh my God, like, this relationship with my father is really what I needed. So it's like everybody needs that kind of. Yeah, that was like a little Disney story.
I be thinking about it, cause like one of these days, bro, like God forbid, but they gonna pass. Like they gonna go away. So it's like that's why I be like, I don't mean to make anybody shine, but like going in perspective, it's like you gotta at least try, not for them, but low key for yourself to be like, you know what, I did it and I'm content. Like it didn't happen, okay, but
if it doesn't, at least you did it, and
you know what you're gonna do with your children, but because we gotta be vulnerable. Because it's still your father at the end of the day. So
and a lot of people are scared to be vulnerable.
And it's like it might do something for him. Coming your dad, and it might
maybe he's living with guilt, but at the end of the day, it's like you'll decipher that for yourself.
And that's why I'm not always so like hard on my dad. I'm more so like it is what it is. Because like so on my mom's side, like my mom, whole family Jamaican, everybody's Jamaican, right? Where they're all they're fucking Jamaicans, right? They're so close, right?
Yep.
They have whatever.
They should. Yeah.
The whole family so close, right? On my dad's side, it's not like that.
Yeah, I think it's probably,
not like that.
It's probably generational, bro.
Whole family is in Haiti, right? Whole family's in Haiti. They came here when my pops was 13, came on a boat. My grandfather had to marry some lady so that he could even bring my pops, right? And then that's when he brought my grandmother. He did that lady kind of dirty. He left her, brought my grandmother home. Brought my grandmother here. Yeah, he was like, sorry, you gotta go.
Sorry to that girl.
Brought my grandmother. And my dad he just, like I got like his cousins are here too, but it's just like the fam is not, it's not the same thing. So I feel like it was just the way he was brought up.
Yeah.
Like he just wasn't fam. Like he's a more so like that. Like you see how I am with my friends. That's how he is with his friends.
But as far as family, it's not the same.
Yeah. So and now my grandfather, he's sick, right? My grandfather, he's sick. Now is when my grandfather, my pops, is starting to like
build it because you know time is limited.
You know what I'm saying? So he's going to see my grandfather all the time. Going to see my grandfather, and he's sick. So we don't know like what's gonna happen. So I don't want to wait.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro.
And that's what sucks is that we gotta wait to. That's how it is with like in life and stuff. People wait till
something happens.
Something happens. It's like.
It's like a wake up call, like
flash. Like when I realized that one day, like I called my dad, like I got my car, I was like, "Yo, bro, you want to go bowling or something?" And like he was like, "Yo, like yeah, we could do that for me." And I drove, and you just gotta initiate and see, like, and you know, you might then I know my dad just talked too fucking much. I know that now. And I'm like, oh, that's where I get it from. I'm like, oh god. I'm like, okay. So it's like it's find out little things that might make you like, you know what, this is not bad, bro. Like just step by step.
It's crazy shit, though because when I was younger, me and my pops used to do everything together.
Yeah.
And then when I reached this certain age, it just all stopped.
Yeah.
Me and my dad every year we would go to see the car show.
Yeah.
We would go like out to eat, whatever. Me and my dad always would do everything, right?
Yeah.
And then I guess I turned 12.
Oh damn.
And then
so you just stop, right?
Yeah, no, I guess it's when you serve. I don't know. Like I feel like it's the same for me too. Like me and my dad. Like I have a picture of me and him in a bar with a Heineken bottle. Like we were together all the time, picking him from school, this and that. And even with my little brother, I feel like him and my little brother are closer. I guess it's just easier for them to talk to a kid as opposed to talking to us when we get older and we start to realize stuff.
Because you realize who they are, what they did.
Yeah,
like when you're young, you don't know what's going. You don't know what's going on.
I feel like it's just a ooh, they starting to know too much. Like
maybe.
Yeah. Nah, word. Now that you say that,
it could be that.
Now that you say that, bro, you live the same life. Now that you say that, my dad, they used to have me on his show because he used to play soccer. Take me to soccer games, every single game. I'm on the sidelines. You know, I know the whole soccer team. All of them are like my uncles. It's like days with me and my dad. Our bonding was anime. That's the reason why I fuck with anime so much now. Our bonding, because he used to watch Dragon Ball Z with his boys. Yeah. So that, and then he used to play the PlayStation 2 with his boys and the PlayStation 1. So now I see that I'm doing the same exact shit. I'm like, why the fuck can't we?
Yeah, that's crazy. Me and my dad.
Because I have a picture before we used to live in Brownsville. The same couch. He was laying long ways, and I was just like on his hip, just laying with him, like. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? And I think that was around the same age.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell happened since then?
It's just that time. It's just that time.
I feel like they have a program where it's like once you start to get older, their parents, it's like their parents after you reach a certain age where you can fend for yourself.
Exactly.
I think they unconsciously do the same thing. Like, okay, you're 15, 14, you can do for yourself. I don't need to provide. If you need to ask me for anything, I got it for you. But as far as, me putting my effort out there to, it's like they have a lack. Like it's they lack that
and that's
part.
Why everybody needs therapy. Everybody got something.
Facts.
That's a fact. My dad used to take me to, because when I was a kid, I was on the soccer team. My dad used to take me to the soccer team.
I was on the soccer team
all the time. That's crazy, son.
I was on the soccer team for the Y.
Yeah.
It was nice.
We used to be like in Prospect in the fields, like
in
the soccer games, right? Yeah, like he would take me to all my soccer games. He would stand there.
That's crazy.
Me and my dad used to, I remember when my first video game, it was a PlayStation, regular PlayStation. Me and my dad used to play Tekken in the crib all the time.
Bro,
that's OD.
Tekken, fucking SSX, or motherfucking, he had FIFA, I think, or whatever the fuck it was called back in the days. Bro.
And then the shit just stopped, bro. I was like, and the thing is, I didn't even notice, but just out of nowhere, it just
got normal.
It just stopped happening, And I didn't even notice it happen. I didn't even see it happen. I didn't
see
it coming.
Crazy. I don't ever think I ever did anything like with my dad, bro. That's why. Now I'm thinking about it. Like if I would go hang out with him, like I was like 11, bro. About to hang out with my dad. Like about to hang out, bro. Where are we? Aqueduct horse racing, bro. I'm like, bro, what the fuck am I doing here, bro? I'm 11, my nigga. Bear smoke. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this, bro? So
I never, where he wanted to be.
Yeah, bro. That shit crazy. But hey, as you grow older, you get wiser. So it is what it is.
This was a good conversation. I like
facts.
this. Yeah. Glad to have you back, Jasmine.
Yeah,
it was a pleasure.
You are welcome anytime.
Anytime.
You got my number. Whenever you want to come on, hit me. Be like, yo, I'm going to be on the show. Be like, yo, bet.
I'll be here every week.
Got you. If you're watching this on the YouTube, remember to like, subscribe, get us on that algorithm.
Yeah, man.
Make sure to follow us on all socials at Not For Nothing Pod.
Check out our TikTok. It's
our TikTok is booming right now.
Yo, shout out to y'all on the TikTok.
On the TikTok, y'all showing real love, so appreciate that.
Shout out. I was about to say shout out. Follow Jasmine on her socials. You can tell them your socials.
Yes, follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is Jasmine, JASM3ANN. That's me.
Yep. And anything y'all want to say? Anything y'all want to promote? Nothing? Anything?
No, not right now.
Not yet.
Shout out my boy Spiff on Instagram. Mr. Spiff, he got a new album out. Yo, we're gonna Twitch. We're gonna live stream like one of the songs. He wants a reaction from it. So I'll tell him to do that. So
no problem.
Shout out to you, my boy.
Everybody black, protect yourself.
Facts.
Protect your mind. Go get some therapy.
Yes.
Stay golden.
And we gonna holler at y'all next week.
That was great.
My body different. VVS shot it. Different dollars. Shit me, nigga. Yeah. Check. Okay.